And this is Chris 12 LFC bringing you another one of my races in my Road to Mercedes series. This is round 10 in the second season with Fernando Alonso. And we're at Hungary, another track that I enjoy driving. I enjoy Canada, Hungary, Montreal is Canada, sorry, Austria and Brazil at times. Some of the other circuits I do struggle with, but we're just going to hope for the best here. I've turned off the anti-lock braking for now. Well, I turned it on, sorry, so it helps me, because if you watched some of my races in the past, you'll realise that my racecraft wasn't good. So for now, we're just going to concentrate on racecraft. We're going to have the anti-lock brakings on to help me out a little bit, and we're just gonna concentrate on my racecraft. And as soon as that gets better, that's gonna go back off, and we're just gonna get started again. As you could probably tell from the last race, the anti-lock braking was turned on just to help me out a little bit, because my racecraft recently has been absolutely appalling. So we're just gonna unmute my TV. We're gonna look at the race strategy, which is option to prime as always, but because it's the other versions of the tyres, I'm going to go prime this time. I'm going to start on prime. We're going to gear up here for the Hungarian Grand Prix in a circuit that's known as Monaco without the barriers. And it's a great, well, it's not really a great start actually. It's a decent start. I'm going to pass Roberto Merri hopefully down the straight. I'm going to pull into the slipstream of Will Stevens to help me out a little bit. Go for a move into the first corner. Passing the two Mauritius. I'm still going to drive normally, so I'm not going to lunge down the inside, because obviously I've got the anti-lock braking turned on, so it's not going to be lunges. Oh, nearly I was forced into an overtake there on Ericsson because everyone was going so slow. Good overtake on Ericsson already. Yeah, get into the slipstream of Danny Kvyat. Ericsson should not be a problem behind me. Going to make a move on Danny Kvyat here into the right-hander just before the very slow one-car-sided chicane. You can't overtake anyone into this chicane. It's too narrow, way too narrow. So if you're behind a car there, you're going to have to follow it through really and just hope it's got some good speed. So lapping cars around this circuit is very difficult. But on an 18 laps race, you're not really going to lap cars, I don't think. Oh no, Maldonado's holding me up slightly around the middle part of this lap. I'm up in 16th place currently. I thought about making a move there on Maldonado because he's going really slow at the moment. Just holding me up horribly. Trying to get a good run off the corner, but he's in a Mercedes powered car, so he's going to pull away from me. Don't have to worry about the Renault Danny Kvyat in behind me, the Renault Red Bull, because he ain't going to be a problem. I let the brakes off there slightly because I realised that Maldonado was going slow, but he's hung it around the outside and he's kept 15th place. Nice little battle going on here with Pastor Maldonado. Last race it was his teammate Romain Grosjean. Eventually passed him after a few corners of trying. Up behind Sergio Perez, in between a Mercedes powered unit sandwich now of the Lotus car behind me and the Force India in front of me. So I'm not going to have the superior speed. I'm just going to have to make a weird move somewhere. I thought about a move into this chicane, but as I said before, it's one car wide really. If you try and force your car up the inside, you're going to force the other car off the track. Oh, I tried to go for the outside line there, but there wasn't enough space. I need to pass Sergio Perez as quickly as possible. He is holding me up right now. He's actually holding me up. I need to find a way past him. He's going so slow right now. He's delaying me so much. He's took a weird line through there. I've passed him into the penultimate corner. And then tight line into the final corner. Slightly wide on the exit. That means you're going to probably see Perez and Maldonado come past me. Well, there goes Perez. Maldonado's coming across now. I'm not going to squeeze him because Maldonado's reckless and he'll ram me off the circuit probably. And Maldonado and Perez are alongside each other just behind me, sorry. They're too wide behind me. Oh, and I broke myself watching those two battle. And they're both probably going to come down the inside of me. We're 3 wide. Maldonado's crashed into the back of me. I need to look at a replay and see whose fault that was. I'm pretty sure I didn't do anything wrong. I was just holding out the outside line, hoping for the bloody best. They were 2 wide behind me, and then I ran deep into the corner. We ended up 3 wide. I come onto the circuit. Oh, is that my fault? I'm not really sure. It might have been my fault. Who are we on board with here? Oh, no, I don't want to be on board with me. Who are we on board with? Right, we're on board with Maldonado now. What happened to him? I come onto the circuit. That's just a racing incident. There's nothing I could do. I was just coming back onto the circuit. And Maldonado had nowhere to go but into the back of me. So, for a change, it ain't Maldonado's fault. It was actually a racing incident. So he's going to maintain himself in a minute. Maintain his last place and just get going again. Right, we'll try and make a move on Sergio Perez again because I lost out to him after I ran deep into that corner. 15th place at the moment, which is, I suppose it's okay, but Jensen's in front of me. So I would like to go for points and pass Jensen. A nice little move there on Sergio Perez. I carried too much corner speed through there and I forced myself into the overtake. But it worked out. So at the end of the day, don't worry about it. I've overtaken him, pulled away already. We're going to gain on Carlos Sainz, hopefully. Or Sainz Jr. We're going to hopefully get close to him now. Understeer again. Horrible understeer there from the McLaren. I'm going to... Uh-oh, Perez might have DRS on me. Perez might... Okay, I think there's a good enough gap there. Well, I hope. This McLaren Honda has no speed. What? You're going to put me on prime tyre? What the fuck are you talking about? I'm already on the prime tyres, you numbnuts. Sure, I'm on the prime tyre. I am on the prime tyre. What the fuck's he talking about? Well, yeah, I'm on the tyres that's meant to last longer. Dimwit. Sometimes the engineer on this game is so stupid. He's a bit of a moron at times. I'm gaining on Carlos Sainz. Quite fast as well. I'm going to be on the back of him in no time, actually. Rapid catching him now. Rapidly. Nice speed through here. Come on. I don't want to go into mix 3. I always avoid mix 3 unless I'm desperate, you knob. You know that by now, surely. I'm not going to have the DRS, I don't think. I don't believe I'm close enough. Good run off the final corner. I've pulled a decent gap out on Sergio Perez and Co behind me. Yeah, I'm catching Sainz by a second a lap. That's good news. That's very good news. I can see Jensen just in front of Felipe Nasser in the Sauber. I hopefully will be on the back of these in a minute. Oh, I'm gaining on them. I'm gaining on them. Good driving here at the moment from me. Much improved to last time I recorded the 2 episodes that I recorded last time. I always record 2 episodes at a time because then I've got a couple days of content to put on. I record my 2 races at once. So if I'm having a bad day, you'll notice it in the next race because I drive poorly. And you'll probably notice if you watched the video before that I'm driving a lot better because that first race I drove really well. My racecraft has improved a lot. Not there yet, but it's getting better. It's improving race by race. Carlos Sainz is just in front of me. I need to gain on him a little bit. Sainz and Nasser, the car's just in front of me. I can see Jensen. Jensen's up in 11th place, so he's agonisingly close to the points for McLaren. And I'm hoping I'll be able to overtake all these cars in front and get myself into the points within a few laps. Sainz is getting DRS as well. He's getting DRS on Nasser. Nasser's getting DRS on Button, and Button's getting DRS on the car in front of him, and the other car in front is doing the same, vice versa. Oh, it's a nice overtake there on Carlos Sainz. I've passed one of the cars in front of me. I'm up into 13th place. A nice little move into the first corner there, out-braking overtake. Just see NASA. Hopefully NASA's going to be a quick dispatch. I can pass him as fast as possible and then get onto the back of my teammate Jensen. JB. Oh, understeer. Exceeded the track limit slightly, yeah. Oh, nearly threw it into the wall there. Or off the circuit anyway. I had a bit of an oversteery moment. Oh, I thought about doing what I did on Sergio Perez, but I didn't quite have the right line to do it. Ah, understeer. Box? What the fuck do you want me to box for? I'm staying out on these tyres, they're fine. They're fine. I thought signs was there. The proximity arrows sometimes deceive you a little bit. So they're asking me to pit on the prime tyre before everyone in front of me is pitted on the option tyre. What the hell are they smoking? They're idiots. I don't care, I'm not pitting, I'm on the bloody other tyre. Are you stupid? I think they're after me doing a 2-stop strategy, and that's just not happening. I'm doing a 1-stop. The AI can drag the option tyres out this long, then I'm definitely doing a 1-stop. Oh, bloody hell. That's something they need to fix. The bloody strategy is just stupid. Whoa, what happened there? My car just tried to throw itself into the wall. The white lines don't usually do that to you. My car just tried to kill me. Oh no. All over the back of NASA now. All over the back of NASA. Am I going to make a move? Yes, I am. I've done exactly what I've done to him that I done on Sergio Perez. I tried that on a lap before and I didn't quite get it right, but I've made it work now. We're up behind Jensen. Jensen Button is the next target for me. I don't know when he's going to be pitting on his option tyres. I've no idea. Hopefully on next year's game they'll actually tell you when your teammate's going to pit so you don't end up double stacking, because that's really annoying when that happens. Because you don't want to ruin your teammate's race, and yet again you don't want to ruin your race. So if you pit and they follow you in, it's really stupid. And vice versa. It's really annoying. Oh, come on! Accelerate, car! Oh, I had a bit of an oversteering moment there with the DRS open. The back stepped out on me and it tried to throw me into the wall. Come on! I'm so close to Jensen. So close. Oh my god, the same thing happened again. That same white line. It's the same section of the track that's trying to knock me off. That's strange. I'm going to have to avoid that a little bit. So close to Jensen, Verstappen and Hulkenberg now. But this track's so tight and windy, it's so hard to overtake it. It is generally like Monaco. Unless you've got the straight line speed, you find it very difficult to overtake, or if you're very, very brave. Oh, stop saying pit this lap. The cars in front of me are on the other tyres and they haven't pitted yet, so you really think I'm going to pit? You're a mug. Jensen, pit. Jensen, pit. Jensen, pit, for fuck's sake. I bet you he's pitting next lap and that's just going to fuck me up. What's my tyres like? They're still yellow. They've still got life in them, you numb. She's stupid. Up into 7th. Jensen's into 6th. Jensen is holding me up now. Jensen Button is holding me up now. Teammate, bloody order. Get him out my way. Team strategy, please. Remove him. That's what they'll be doing in real life. Get him out of the way. Get him out of the way. But to be honest, I actually think that's appalling. I think they should let them race. Like they're doing here on the game, but generally if that's what's happening in real life, they should add it into the game. If you want an option to remove your teammate out of your way to swap places, then they should do it, but I probably wouldn't be using that very much. In real life I think it's an absolute appalling thing to be doing. Oh, I thought about it, but Jensen, I don't want to crash off the road. The other 2 moves I made into there have been risky and I don't want to take my teammate out. I've already done that once in this season. I had to oh my god, Jensen broke so early, I had to swerve to avoid him. And then I really wasn't sure. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's why I didn't overtake him in the end, because I thought he was going to pit. So I didn't want to pit and then have Jensen follow me in and compromise his race. I'm out in 5th at the moment. A few cars coming out the pits there. I'm into temporarily 3rd. End of this lap, I'm going to be pitting. So I've ran 10 or 11, it'll be 10 laps at the end of this lap on the prime tyre. That's decent actually. It's about really what I should have been doing. This prime tyre's stuck with me the entire way. Let's change my tyres now because they want me to pit for primes because they're idiots. Dragging these primes out as long as possible. I'm going to have more pace at the end of the race compared to the rest of the field. We're going to box this lap and hopefully they'll put the option tyres on my car. Just double check that they're going to put the options on my car. I don't need another pit stop. I've ran this long in the race just to try and do a one-stop strategy. If they make me two-stop now, I'll be fuming. Yes, I know, I've just asked to box this lap, you numbnuts. Yeah, that's lovely. Jeff, come on, I missed the pitch, you fucking idiot. You can't give me a corner cut for missing the pit. Bloody hell, idiots. There's so many cars passing me now. They're all together. I'm quite low down in this race at the moment, but pitting onto the faster tyres now is going to definitely help me out. Am I going to be coming out an 8th? Oh no, there's my nemesis, my championship rival, Roman Grosjean, the guy I battled with all last race. I'm coming out in front of Kvyat, I'm coming up typically behind Roman Grosjean. I hate the pit lane limiter, it just puts you so wide. Jensen Button's in the points behind me in 10th place, so that's good on him after his pit stop, so that's great news for McLaren. Hopefully it's going to be a double point score. Let's get these tyres up to temperature as quick as possible. Swerve a little bit, bit of weaving down the straight. Slight. Wow, okay, so you slightly turn too early and you get a penalty. You turn way too early, you don't get a penalty. Okie dokie. Do you see what I mean about... Oh my god, I got no lines from this outlap. I'm not used to these tyres, they're so cold. I'm turning too early for most of the corners. Terrible outlap for me. The game's so broken. Sometimes you turn too early, like a millimetre early, and you'll get a 5-second penalty. And if you turn like a mile too early and get a really good advantage of it, they don't give you a penalty. I don't get it sometimes. Come on. Come on, Fernando. Give me what you've got of this car here. Also, I'm on the better tyres, so hopefully that's going to help me. What? What are you talking about? Come on. We're going into rich fuel mixture and we're just going to push for the next few laps. Hoping that's going to give me the advantage to get close to Roman Grosjean and pass him immediately, rather than have the battle like I did in the last race against him. That was a really, really eventful race in Silverstone. Oh! Understeer. We're going to brake as late as possible. Carry as much corner speed as I can. Slightly wide, slight corner cut as well. So it wasn't the best line I took through there. I tried an ambitious line, didn't quite work. Good speed around this corner. Into this left kink. Straight into a right kink. I love this circuit. It's such a flowing circuit to drive. Really enjoyable to drive your car around. Oh, understeer. Understeer again. Brake heavy. Roman Grosjean is just in front of me. There's going to be another Grosjean-Alonso fight. Grosjean-Alonso fight again, like Silverstone here on this career. I don't get DRS. I swear it's within a second. Okay, I guess not. I don't know where the activation point is. That's the problem. No idea where the bloody activation point is. Come on, accelerate! Why didn't I get DRS there? That's a new lap. You taking a piss? Okay, yeah, I'm pulling away from Jensen. That's interesting to know. I'm into a battle now with Romain Grosjean, Jeff, so shut up. We're getting close to him. We're getting close to Romain. Here comes another big battle between me and him. Oh, I wish I could have overtook him there. So narrow, that part of the track. Another move like I've done on Sergio Perez and Felipe Nasr. That is one of my favourite moves I've been pulling off in this race. Absolutely fantastic. The line you can get out of that left-hander into the right-hander, you sweep out wide, and then you've got the inside line and you can just throw it down the inside of the AI car and they'll move out of your way. Really good line you can take for those corners. The third time I've made that move in this race. Oh, outbrake myself. Let's hope Grosjean's not going to get a good line off the final corner, because if he is, he's going to pass me. No, I think I'm okay. Just. Yeah, I think I'm just okay. Romain was catching me, though. He was gaining on me. Understeer again from the McLaren. He's going to have DRS down this straight. Oh, slightly messed up, trying to look behind to see where Grosjean was there. Oh! I need to pull away! Go away, Romain Grosjean! Clear off! He's such a nightmare to race on this game. Causes me problems all the time. At least he's one of the cleaner racers on this game. You've got other muppets on this game, like Ericsson, Mary, and Maldonado, who just try and crash you off the track every time you get near them. They're idiots. Sometimes Sergio Perez as well, who's a driver I like in real life, but on this game he's an absolute arsewipe to drive against. I pulled a good gap out on Romain Grosjean though. I want to know what the gap is to the car in front. Understeer through here. You're going to tell me the gap? 8.8 seconds for Massa. Okay. That's certainly interesting. 40%, so why is the fuel not changed on the side then? Are you just going to glitch out and confuse me now, are you, game? Right, we're going to go down to standard because I really don't trust that. It's done it to me before when it said 4 plus fuel and it's ran out of fuel. I don't trust it at all. Some races it glitches out and other races it doesn't. It's confusing. 8.4 seconds. I gained 4 tenths on that lap on Felipe Massa. But it's going to be very difficult to catch. He is in a Williams Mercedes, so he's going to be rapid. Especially down all the straights, he's going to be really, really difficult to gain on. I'm going to have to drive like an absolute saint here to get anywhere near him. Come on. Come on, Fernando. Good line through there. Avoid the inside there where I've nearly spanned twice. Twice or 3 times, really. I lost count. I kept doing it. It was getting annoying. Decent gap to Romain Grosjean. Good little run through that chicane. Hit the curbs nicely. Well, there's no one to overtake, so I don't know why I took that line that time. Silly of me. A little bit silly of me. Good acceleration. And the gap is now 7.7 seconds. I've gained a lot on him. A lot on him in this lap. Maybe he's being held up by the cars in front, or maybe his tyres have gone off. Because the AI's tyres do go off on this game. I should not be catching a Williams this fast. Should not be catching a Williams this fast. A second a lap. Wow. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Come on, McLaren, accelerate! Our little battle with Grosjean was okay, and it made it a little bit more entertaining. But at the minute, it's just time trial laps, really. Just get out there, set as quick laps as possible, try and stay on the track, try not to pick up a penalty. Oh, I nearly got on that white line again, so I was a bit hesitant through that corner. I'm pulling away from Roman still. Massa, the gap's kind of evened itself out. I think he might have woken up. Slight bad line through there. Understeer through the first part, which made me corner cut the second part. But I'm committed. I was committed to the corner, and I couldn't break it by that point because it would have spammed me out. I'm getting closer, I think. What's the gap? What's the gap? You going to tell me the gap? No, you're not. Okay, that's helpful. Come on, Fernando. Come on, little McLaren. You can do this. This McLaren Honda is good at times, but other times it's tragic. Good run off that final corner. Took as much corner speed as possible through there. You asked me to pit lap 20. The race ends at lap 18. Are you stupid? 6.4 seconds. I've gained another second on that lap. And pulled out 2 seconds on Romain Grosjean. Absolutely on the limit of this car right now. Still says +4, so I don't know what's going on with that. That's deceiving as anything. I've been in rich fuel for 2 laps now, or 3 laps, and it still says +4. So I don't know really to trust that or not. But we're going to keep pushing. It's 6.8 seconds. He pulls out a gap in that first sector because of that straight. But in the final sector, I do gain a lot on him. Oh, that was slow through there. That was very slow through that little corner. Understeer. Just keep on the throttle. Keep on the throttle. I'm getting close to him now. I'm getting close to him. It's decided to stop telling me the gap for some stupid ass reason into that sector. It's really annoying. I assume he's that car that's on his own actually. I think his tyres might have gone off. We're going to come on to the final lap in a minute. And we're going to see what the gap is. I don't think it's enough. I do not think I can catch like 5 seconds in one lap. Well, I know I can't catch 5 seconds in one lap. Unless there's a mistake. Oh, it's 6.7 seconds. Right, I don't trust the fuel, so we're going to go into standard for the final lap of the race. And we're just going to relax for P8. I wish I could forward this on now so you don't have to watch me drive around for this final lap. But unfortunately I don't have a capture card, so I can't do that for you, unfortunately. So sorry about that. We're just going to drive around smoothly for this final lap. I say smoothly and I'm bouncing off every curb. Nice little run through there. He's pulling away because I've backed off a little bit. Romain Grosjean's 4 seconds behind me, 4.5 seconds. And I'm allowing Massa to get a little bit of a gap away on me because I've backed off for this final lap of this race in Hungary. And I'm going to hopefully maintain this and come around and get some more points, which is brilliant for McLaren and brilliant for my series. And I've beaten Jensen as well, who hopefully is going to get P10. Hoping. But yeah, more points for me in this series, in this McLaren car, which is going to be brilliant, really. And coming off the penultimate corner, into the final corner of this race, for the Hungarian Grand Prix, P8. It's a good result, and McLaren must be happy with that. I'm happy with that anyway. P8 for the Hungarian Grand Prix. And yet again, Alonso's thrilled with that.
No one could compete with the Mercedes.
Button does get 10th place. That is 5 points picked up for McLaren in that race. It's better than Button coming outside the points, I suppose. Nico Rosberg wins the race with Raikkonen second and Hamilton third. And I've stayed in 8th place because I finished above Grosjean, so I go one more point or 2 more points above him now. That's really good. Jensen has 9 points in the season. I have 40, so I'm beating the teammate. And that's absolutely brilliant. I'm going to leave you with this, as always. And I've been Chris12 LFC. And this has been my Road to Mercedes series. If you've enjoyed this, leave a like. And if you're new around here, subscribe for daily content. And I will see you